Now we consider building trust between principals and teachers. How staff members in a given school set about increasing the level of trust between principals and teachers will depend to a great degree upon individual circumstances such as school size, stability, history, existing relationships among faculty and administrators, and so on. Listen below are some general suggestions for researchers, professors of education, and practitioners for laying a foundation for teacher-principal trust. So the first, demonstrate personal integrity. First and foremost, highly regarded principals demonstrate honesty and commitment to follow through in all interactions with faculty, support staff, parents, and students. Although teachers' honesty and integrity in interaction with the principal are important too, it's the responsibility of the principal, the person with more power in the relationship, to set the stage for trusting relationships with the teacher and other school staff. So next, show that you care. Trusted and respected principals take a personal interest in the well-being of others, teachers, students, their families, and other members of the larger school community. Then, be accessible. Principals earn trust from members of the school community by encouraging open communication and actively making themselves available to teachers, parents, students, and staff. We argue that once the leader takes the risk of being open, others are more likely to take a similar risk and thereby take the first steps necessary to building a culture of trust. Then we also advise to facilitate and model effective communication. In effective communication, as you know, including individuals' inability or unwillingness to listen to what others have to say, is a sure water to a confound problem solving, reduce trust, and magnify feelings of isolation among administrators, teachers, and support personnel. Next, involve staff in decision making. Facilitate authentic participation by asking for the input of those affected by decision, providing background information necessary for staff to weigh in on decision, and treating teachers as capable professionals whose insights are valuable. Then also we advise to celebrate experimentation and support risk. Give teachers room to try new things and to make mistakes. Supporting innovation and risk-taking demonstrates respect for teachers as learners and as professionals whose judgment can be trusted. Trusted principals empower teachers and draw out the best in them. Next, express value for dissenting views. Being able to express concern and disagreement without fear of reprisal is essential to build trust in relationship. We advise principals to be welcome and embrace conflict as a way to produce substantive positive outcomes over the long run. Next, reduce teachers' sense of vulnerability. We remind school leaders, as a public criticism focuses on schools' inadequacies, teachers need to know that their principal value their efforts and sense their good intention. A core element of this is demonstrating through both words and action that teachers can and should be trusted to do what is the best for students. Next, ensure that teachers have basic resources. When teachers know that the principal can be depended upon to provide necessary book and supplies, and to do it in a timely fashion, trust in that person as a responsible leader grows. And last, you should prepare to replace ineffective teacher. This final suggestion is offered as a last resort and warrants a strong word of occasion. Removing a staff member, particularly if it's not done unprofessionally, without warning or without clear cause, holds a great potential to damage a principal's relationship with teachers and lowers the level of trust in the school. However, there may be situations in which taking action to replace ineffective staff members with strong teachers who support the school's mission is necessary. A principal's unwillingness or inability to promote teachers who are widely regarded as incompetent is likely to undermine his or her trust with other staff members. Now, we consider building how to build trust among teachers, and there are some advices. The first, engage the full faculty in activities and discussion related to the school mission, vision, and core values. Trust within a faculty is grounded in common understanding about what students should learn, how instructors should be conducted, and how teachers and students should behave with one another. For teachers to sense integrity among colleagues, a faculty must not only share these views but also perceive that the actions taken by other teachers are consistent with them. Then, make new teachers feel welcome. In the very first few weeks of a school year, it's not uncommon for new teachers to be overlooked. Developing a friendly and supportive relationship with newcomers from the beginning, by inviting them to lunch, introducing them to others in the school, offering to help locate supplies, and so on. So goes on a long way toward reducing patterns of isolation and building teacher-teacher trust. Then, you should create and support meaningful opportunities for teachers to work collaboratively. Too often, schools are structured in ways that prevent teachers from working together closely. Authentic relationships, however, are fostered by personnel conversation, frequent dialogue, shared work, and shared responsibilities. So, a principal can support collaboration by making time in their schedule for teachers to work together, providing training on effective strategies for team building, and offering incentives for teachers to collaborate. Then, it should be noted about identify ways to increase and improve faculty communication. One possibility that requires little additional time for teachers is to set up a faculty website. Depending on teachers' interests, this site could be used to host a discussion board about areas of common interest or concern, to report on the work of different school committees, to post initiations to social gathering, to share lesson ideas, to post articles and web links to links that may be of interest to other teachers, or simply to exchange information about upcoming activities at school. Providing teachers and other staff training of effective communication skills may be useful too. Next, make relationship building a priority. As a faculty select a small but diverse group of teachers, do not assume some initial legwork. Location and assessment tool, measuring teacher trust in the school, talking to faculty about perceived strengths and areas of concern, and investigating relevant professional development strategies. This information can then be presented to whole faculty and then used to set goals and identify appropriate next steps. And last, please choose a professional development model that promotes relationship building. Colleagues, coaching, mentoring, team teaching, professional learning communities, and networking are all models that can be used to strengthen teacher relationship by bringing individuals together around issues of mutual interest or concern. So building new relationship, whatever their circumstances, take time. Rebuilding relationships in which trust had been damaged can take far longer. If we hope to make a meaningful, lasting change with school communities, however, identify increased educator trust as a priority and taking the time to develop it looks to be well worth the investment. Without trust, a school cannot improve and grow into rich, nurturing micro-society needed by children and adults alike. And we're finishing our course by give the characteristics of effective principal. The first, plan school activities and provides guidelines. Planning is the role, as you know, of effective principal to provide a basis for control in school and set priorities to focus their emergency on important things first. The effective principal also focuses the intention of the teachers on objectives that can give a performance-oriented sense of direction to the school. Next, characteristic is respects the wishes of the school population, replies their requirement and listens. This means that the effective principal responds the inquiries of the school population and listens their complaints. This is the characteristic of TQM management organization, and the relations of the school population will be positive when the customers are listened and provided their requirements. Next, please indicates a common school population and never dictates orders. One of the leadership traits is to lead people in the organization through recommendation. They prefer leaders doesn't impose hard orders to the staff but give them mentoring and advice, and staff are delightful all the time. Next, networks to the school population and make them timely contracts. The effective principal has networking skills and make early contacts with the school population. Principal is not passive but is proactive and aware of what is going internal and external of the school. Then, very important feature of effective principal is to consult with the school population and conduct constructive changes. The perfect principal consult with the people in the school and initiatives constructive changes. Principal suggestions and good ideas from people creates atmosphere that let in all participate in school development. Feedback also is again generally downward, however feedback to the management will occur in order for the employees to be kept happy. This style can be highly advantageous and can engender loyalty from the employees, leading to a lower staff turnover, thanks to the management structures emphasize social need. Next characteristic of effective principal is instructors school population and accepts new ideas. The effective principal instructs people and accepts the idea. Principal appropriate transformation and information that enable school people to achieve assignment requirement. And at the last, we recommend to participate in the school activities and encourages the team, because the effective principal participate in school activities, encourages the team, does not make decision alone but ask people what to do, how to do, when to do, and approves their suggestions. Team members have the experience and creative think that will be needed to ensure attainment of each deliverable. And last, leads principal should lead school population to the right direction and learns from them. The effective principals leads school to right direction because follows plain steps and considers feedback from external and internal of the school to make supporting modifications and necessary changes. School principal is the manager of school programs and interact directly with other stakeholders of school. And on this word, I would like thank you for attention and bye.